morning, class. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bosmai Olankasa, bearing a roll number M517 from the Biomechanics department. Sir, may I start my lesson?
Okay.
So, class, today I am going to take a class on stud, analysis of stud. That comes for running, and topic in your syllabus is second unit, first topic. So here is my content: standing stud and cross stud. Will basically will deal with the two studs, that is standing stud and cross stud. Here we go with the standing stud. So standing stud is an erect position before the start of a race. Right? The race includes like mid race and long distance race, and we can also see in a short dash like 50 meter and 40 meter dash where we start with a standing start. So standing start basically it's a like erect position where an athlete stands in the middle of the track behind the starting line. So which are the distance that includes are 400 meter. It starts from the 400 meter, 800 meter, 1500 meter, mile runs, and 3000, 5000, 10,000, even marathon. So the standing start, it goes on your mark, set and go. So on your mark, the runner or the athlete must place his one foot forward, behind not on the line. Behind in the sense behind the, say this is the starting line, and the athlete must place his or her foot behind the starting line, just behind the starting line. Okay, pointing down straight, directly downward on the ground or a track. Place your other foot back about an foot space. Say this is one foot, means this is a one leg, means 1 foot, and the other just behind that another foot will be placed, need to be placed. Okay, your foot should be about a shoulder width. So the distance between these must be of the athlete's shoulder width for in the comfortable position. On the set command, the athlete bends forward at the hip and knee. As the command comes, set, then the athlete bends little bit ahead, or we can say in other words, lean forward. The athlete position, the arm position will the left foot is front leg, then the athlete's arm, right arm will be forward. Okay. Then look at the ground and about a meter in front of your feet. So as it bends or lean forward, the athlete must see 1 meter ahead of his foot. On the command go, drive the arms and legs forward and step through with the back foot first. As the command comes go, the athlete must bring his rear leg first and at the same time swing his left hand. If his left leg is a front leg. Next. So this is the startup. Say same it is. Now it's an example. In example, the athlete place the front leg is the left leg. Say the athlete's front leg is the first leg will be the left leg. Then the athlete stands in the middle of the track. As you can see, this is the lane. Here is the lane, and here another lane will be there. The athlete places his left leg, right leg first. Okay, and right leg first, which will be the back foot, because the athlete will start with the left leg. So this is start line. This is the start line. The foot place is here, and the front foot will be behind. Okay, next slide. As before in the previous slide, the back foot was here, right? So this will be the leading leg. Leading leg is the leg which will be in front, and the back leg will be the leg was here. The back leg need to shift back behind the front leg, and here the right foot remains in the position. Okay, this remains in the position, and the left leg need to be bring ahead just behind the starting line. Clear? This is the right leg. This foot is the right leg. Okay, right foot. It remains in the same place, and the front foot which will be the left leg or left foot, we need to bring ahead near to the start line. Feet are externally at the shoulder width, as I said before. This foot position for on your mark command. This will be the final. This will be the final position of the command on your mark. Next. See, on your mark, the athlete brings his right hand ahead, and left leg is in front, and the knee of the right leg is flexed and the heel is up. On the set command, the athlete bends a little bit forward or lean forward, keeping the chin, elbow and knee in a straight line. Next. Athlete is focused on the finish line, waiting for the gun. Before, as the command comes set, the athlete need to be a focus on his target. That is the finish line. As before the gun or the clap or the command go. On the back of the gun, the athlete exhale and push hard on the front foot while driving the back foot through the high knee to a high knee. The arms are used to drive the leg and shoulder be kept bent at a 90 degree and moving straight forward, backward, aside the athlete throughout the race. As he starts the race, the athlete maintain his 90 degree bending towards the 90 degree and the back and forward aside the athlete throughout the race. Okay? Any doubt?
Yes, also.
Okay, here next comes the cross start. The cross start is also known as sitting start. Cross start also is known as a sitting start. We have three cross start, that is bullet start, middle start and elongated start, which will be discussed in the next coming slide. So as a cross start, what is the cross start? On your mark, on the command, on your mark, place your front foot a forearm length behind the start line and place the knee of your back foot on the ground level with your front foot. Place your hand shoulder width apart behind, not on the line. On the set command, raise your hips slightly higher than your shoulder. Make sure that both your legs remain bent. Front leg is about approx 90 degree and back leg is about 120 degree. On the clap or on the command go, drive your back leg forward and swing arms hard. Okay, on your mark command, the athlete, this start in the picture is without the block. We'll discuss the cross start with the block and even without the block also. And here the picture is of cross start without the block. Here the athlete place hard, left leg front and right leg behind. Okay, and the shoulder, the hands is just behind the starting line at his shoulder width, and the position of the shoulder must be a 90 degree. Okay. On the set, the athlete raise is on the command set, the athlete raise is hip or her hip, and raise is the knee, both the knees. The front leg, the angle will be the 90 degree approx, and this will be 90 degree approx, and the angle of the rear leg will be approx 120 degree. Clear? As the command comes for go or a clap for the start, the athlete drives his rear leg first and bring forward, and as followed with the arm swing and the right leg too. Okay. Now start with the block, using the block. So in a block we can see the three parts mainly. That first is spine. Okay, that is the a metal bar which is straight. Then we have two parts, other part, that is front block and the back block. The front block where we place the front foot, and in the back block we place the rear foot. Okay, place the spine without the block in the center of the leg, with the tip of the spine of one foot. Say this is the starting line, and this is the block. So in the step 1, place the spine of the block in the middle of the track. Okay. This is the spine, and the distance between the start line and the spine edge of the spine must be of 1 foot. Let's say, So this is a lane or track, and place the spine of the block in the middle of the track. Then the distance between the start line and edge of the spine will be of 1 foot of your leg. So this is the leg. Okay, so the placement must be the gap between the start line and the spine of the edge of the spine must be of 1 foot of your leg. Say this is written here. Then make sure that the spine is secure on the track by standing edge on the end of we need to make sure that the spine is fixed or firm on the track by stepping with both the legs on the edge of the spine. Okay, done till here the placement of the spine. Now we'll move to the next slide. So before moving to the third step, you need to make sure that which foot is your strong leg or the leading leg. So say in an example here, we can say that which we use mostly for kicking any of the ball or football or say other ball. So that will be your strong foot. So here in the step 3, place the front foot on the spine, so that the leading edge of the block is 1 foot and one hand away from the start line. Say you can see here the white line. This is the start line, and the athlete places his foot from the edge, from the inner side of the start line, and this is the foot. And after placing the foot of his leg, he places his hand also. that will be become almost like 16 8 around 15 to 16 inches maybe. Then on the fourth step, place. So this is the placement of the first block or front block. And this is the rear block. That is the placement of the rear leg. Place the back block on the spine so that the leading edge of the block is 2 feet. That means 2 foot. Okay. 1 foot, 2 foot. Then we need to place one hand. Okay. Then we need to place the rear block. Another way of looking at this is that the front edge of the front and back block are 1 foot apart. So the distance between these from here to here is almost 1 foot. 1 foot of your leg. Okay. Then say using the number line after fixing this as a fix. Okay. You need to remember that the edge of the first block, the front edge of the first block and the edge of the rear block is which lies on which number. So there is a numbering 10, 15, 20, like go on 25, 30, 35 and so on. Okay. Say your front foot or the front block is placed at 10 and the rear block is placed at 35. So you need to remember this number, the number that is on the spine. Okay, so that you minimize your time and you have more time to prepare yourself before the beginning of the race, focusing in your target. Okay. And on the block there is a 4 notch. Okay. The notch starts in the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, and the top one will be the number 1 notch, and the last one will be the number 4. So notch 1, notch 2, notch 3, and notch 4. Okay. On the block themselves, you will notice that each has 4 notches, which is to adjust the angle of the block. The angle adjusting pin on this front block photo is shown in the notch tree. See, the notch is placed and the front block is 3. Okay, and the rear one will be the second from the top. We must always count from the top. If you place the angle of the pin, angle of the block in the third on the front block, then the rear block will come automatically to the second notch. Okay, the front block should be placed so that be set so that the angle adjusting pin is in notch 3, that is third from the top, and the back block should be set so that the angle adjusting pin is in notch 2. Okay, clear? You can see clearly here and here. Okay, next slide. In the step 7, you can now step into the block and assume the on your mark position. Hands form a high bridge with the thumb and first finger just short of the start line. This is the start line. You see the first finger and the shoulder just maintaining the parallel or means the vertical line alignment with the starting line. arms straight up 90 degree on track. You see, this is track and this arm, it forms 90 degree. Okay, the angle, the elbow must be straight, and apart from that, little bit in the shoulder wide. Feet in the block with just the very tip of the shoe touching the track. You can see here the tip of the shoe is just touching on the track. Same, it is of rear leg. Okay, in the step 7B, arm should be slightly wider than the shoulder width apart, shoulder back and head forward. So shoulder back, this shoulder's back must be little bit forward, and the same as the head must be little bit forward. You can assume that as you mark yourself on your mark command, you can assume that you have a good position. To check that whether you have a good position or not, just you can remember that your knee of the front leg must slightly touch your arm or just above the elbow. Okay, a good way of checking your position at the on your mark position is to see if your knee can clearly or just touch the inside of your arm. Okay, in the step 8A, the command comes set. As the command comes set, the athlete raises his or her hip higher than the shoulder. You can see this is shoulder, and the hip that the athlete has raised is little bit higher. You see, is higher or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then the front leg makes a 90 degree approx. Okay, and the rear leg of the athlete makes approx 120 degree. Then the back leg should be an approx angle of 120 degree. Majority of the weight is on the front foot. As he raises the hip, where the weight of the body or the weight of the athlete is transferred to the front leg on this leg. Okay, then eyes are focused on the track approximately 30 centimeter in front of the start line. So sometimes what happens that the athletes get nervous and like he or she looks little bit straight, raising his or her head straight. That will affect in his body weight and the start on himself or herself. Okay, so he need to look just away like 30 centimeter. Say this is 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter away from the start line. Then the athlete holds the breath. Okay, then the leg. Note that in the set position, both the feet must be fully back. You can see in this picture, the leg is fully back on the block. With just the very tip of the shoe touching the track. Here, this is the brown color is the track, and here the gray is the shoe, the tip of the shoe or the tip of the foot. The majority of the weight should be in the front leg. So until this time, the weight also need to be maintained on your front foot only. That's about the block start. In the cross start with block start. Next will come with the cross start without block. So sometimes as we go in the like interior school or interior place, the school that is in the interior place, we don't have like proper track, and we don't have the block too. So that time what we can do is that there is some steps which have to be followed on your mark command, set and go. So here it goes cross start without a block. A cross start can still be an effective starting technique even without starting block. Sometimes the student or the children, the young ones may get confused, like they may see in the TV and the professional athlete competition, like the race is start with a block. As we introduce to the young children or the young students, they may get confused that we don't have block, how we will start? But still then without block also we can start the race with an effectively without block too, with a proper technique of with the placement of the foot. The setup is basically the same but require a slightly different process to establish the front and back leg position. It's almost same, okay? It's almost like there is lots of similarities. Here we'll go and see how we can set ourselves without block. This is the starting line. Okay. First, you need to place the front foot. Front foot from the edge of the starting line. Say this is a foot F. Okay. Then after that we need to place the back foot, which will be the back foot, the half. Okay. This is half, which it makes 90 degree with front foot and the back foot. You can try to, if you have still confusion, you can try on your place. Okay. Then after forming 90 degree, the next step, we bring the front foot behind. Just this foot need to bring here. Okay. You see, leave the back foot where it is. This is the back foot. You can see the back foot is kept where it is. Now the front foot is brought behind the back foot. Bring the foot behind the back foot so that the front foot toe is adjacent to the instep of the back foot. You see, just instep of the back foot. Then this will be the final position of your front foot. Okay. This won't be the final position, but the placement of the foot will be, this will be the final one. Say this is again I will draw here. You have placed one foot here, then half of your foot, that is 90 degree. Then bringing back this first foot here behind, that will be the final one. You need to mark here. As you remove the leg, as you remove the foot, you need to mark. Say you have marked here and you have marked here. Okay. You see, move the back leg such that the back leg knee is positioned on the track level with the front leg foot. As you go for the position, you have placed this first foot. Then the knee of your rear foot must be placed level with the tip of your foot. This is the knee. This will be the knee. See, this is the rear leg and this is the front leg. Okay. The foot is placed just behind. Here you have placed this, and here you have placed the foot here. The left leg, the rear leg is placed here. The front foot is placed here. Okay, and the knee will be just along with the edge of your front foot, tip of your front foot. Okay, this is knee. This is front foot. And this is back foot. Okay. To be comfortable enough so that the athlete won't tumble as he starts on the command set or on the command go or clap or the gunfire. There must be a gap between the knee and the first foot or the front foot. The gap you have to maintain is the fist. You can see the fist. One hand. Okay, you can just place down on the track and you can see there is a gap or not. If the gap between the front foot and the knee is wider, much more wider, then also you'll have problem. If the gap is smaller, then also will have problem. For that reason, so that you won't get confusion, you must place your one hand, one fist. That will be the appropriate gap to start the race. There should be a small gap between the front foot and the back leg knee, approximately a size of the one to a clenched fist. Okay. You can now assume the on your mark position. After removing this hand, you can assume that you are on your mark position. Arms on the track behind the start line, slightly wider than the shoulders. Okay. Any doubt? Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is another image from the side. This was the frontal view. Clear? And here is from the side. That's how it looks. Okay, as I have said earlier in the block, the cross start in the block, the rear leg, on the command set, the rear leg angle is almost 120 degree, as it is here also, and the front leg is same, approx 90 degree. The degree is maintained same, and on the command set, the athlete must look approx 30 centimeter ahead of the start line. Okay, clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the how we start with the cross start with block and without block. Here is the types of cross start: the bun start or bullet start, the first, and the second, medium start, and third, the elongated start. Now you may have thought in your mind where this starts is applicable. Bullet start is approved, or it is said that it's best start for an athlete to win a race. Maximum professional athletes use bullet starts. Why? Because in the bullet start we have we can have maximum force, we can exert maximum force compared to medium start and elongated start, which means that bullet start or bun start is much more comfortable in the start. So basically the bullet start or bullet start or bun start is preferred for with the athlete whose heights are at shorter height compared to the longer height, the taller ones. And a medium starts is preferable for like those heights are at an average, say like 5 point something feet. And elongated starts are mainly for those who are tall athletes. Okay. Now, how we'll start this bun start in a track? So for the bullet start, this is start line. Okay, you have placed front foot, again half foot where you have placed, which makes 90 degree, right? Then again you have placed another foot here, right? This is the bun start, we can say. Okay, this is bun start. Now for the bullet start, medium start. Okay, medium start. This is start line. Same till here it is same. Okay, place your back foot, front foot here, back foot, then front foot here, right? Then you need to place another half. Okay, same, we repeat. Then the placement of the foot, the front foot will be placed here as it is. Then the rear leg, before we place the rear leg here, right? Now we'll place the rear leg here. Okay, then the now question comes where the knee will place, and we can check out that whether my medium stud is appropriate or not. We can check it out by seeing our knee or the placement of the knee. The knee will be placed around middle of the front foot. In the barn stud, the knee will be there with the edge of the front foot. This is knee. Okay, and this is the knee, where it will be the approx in the middle of the front foot. Okay, this is the medium stud. Okay, now any confusion clear?
No, sir.
Now we'll come to the elongated stud. In elongated stud, till here it is same now. Okay, next step what you need to do is that here place. Now you can straight place one another foot. Okay, this is the tip. The rear leg will be here. Okay, the rear leg will be placed here, and the knee placement will be just along with the tip of the heel of the front foot. Okay, you see, first barn stud along with the front tip of the front foot. In the medium stud, the knee is placed approx in the middle of the front foot alignment, and in the elongated stud, the knee is placed just at the tip of the heel of the front foot. Okay, this is the elongated stud. This is 3 elongated stud. This is medium stud, and this is the third stud. Yeah. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we'll come to the biomechanical analysis. It is not that just placing your foot on your mark, set, go is not only about starting. Starting is also, we will analyze till the release of the foot and cover a distance of say of 1 meter or 2 meter. Okay. Here you can see on your mark, set, then starting out the fire gun, how it looks like. Okay. You can movement set on rear block axis. You see, it's almost existing. Okay. Then here the rear leg is axis, means the release. It brought behind in front of the front foot. Then the arm swings. The athlete still bends down. Okay. It bends down to have maximum force or to maintain the his CG, center of gravity or center of mass. Okay, as the athlete leaps from the block, he still need to maintain a lean on either body forward. Then he need to lean forward. Then maximum length of the time of the foot is planted into the ground, pushing off the ground of the block. You see here the distance, the gap between the ground and the tip of the floor, or the tip of the foot and the floor of the track. The minimum leg is raised, that will have more efficient in the start. If an athlete raise his leg, the rear leg much higher, he will less efficient. He need to have more extra, like more energy, force to maintain his balance. Okay. Then the vector force, the force vector is applied in the certain direction. Here the vector force is applied in this direction. Okay. Vector force is applied in this direction. Okay. Then this vector force is again break down into the horizontal force and horizontal and vertical component. Here this comes vertical component. Okay, in the leg that is brought ahead, it comes horizontal component. Clear? As this brings, this will form an approximate angle 45 degree. Some of the force is being used to propel the runner forward, and some of the force is in the vertically. As I said earlier, that the force is used vertically as well as to bring the athlete forward, keeping the body off the ground. As the athlete keeps the body off the ground, moving horizontally as quickly as possible. As the athlete starts, the rear leg must be brought as quick as possible. Okay? Then aim is to maximize the horizontal component, which is done by leaning of the body. If the athlete doesn't lean much, or say it is straight up like this, the rear foot also he needs to raise higher, okay, from the ground. And if the athlete during the start, if he leans more, he needs to bring his rear leg horizontally down, almost close to the ground or track. That will maximize the horizontal component. And the torso and the shin should be parallel to each other, forming an acute angle with the ground. Here it is. You see the torso. You see the torso, the red dotted lines, and the shin of the rear leg is parallel to each other. Okay. Approx 45 degree with the ground. Here you can see it is approx 45 degree from the ground with both the torso line alignment and the shin alignment. Then more the acute angle, more the horizontal force produced, and the faster the runner accelerates. Okay, as the acute angle is maintained or more, then the horizontal force that he exerts as he lifts the block of the rear leg, the runner will have more speed. Faster he will accelerate. And if the runner leans too much, there won't be enough vertical force keeping body up, which means that you will start to stumble. So this 45 degree must be maintained. Okay, so that we have proper start. If you lean much, if you lean more, then the athlete may start to tumble, or he won't have efficient start. Leg won't be able to move underneath the body fast enough to catch the falling body. As the weight of the body will fall faster towards the ground. Okay. Then to avoid this track, the trailing foot should be above the ground. So the trailing foot of the athlete must be just above the ground to have appropriate start. So this is my lesson. Okay. Any doubt? Clear? Okay. Thank you for attending my class.